against the cage.
To the blue corner, Arkil Gogolasvili.
You know, Alexi, you could play that song for me all night, and I don't think I would get tired of it. Beautiful. Ave Maria.
I think Team Georgia has a team song.
I think so, and I think this is it. Here we have Arkil Gogolasvili, 0-1 as a professional, unfortunately, but an incredible fighter, a judo specialist with incredible throws, very strong accolades in his own right as a grappler. Judo European Cup champion, incredible physicality. He will throw, trip, or drag you to the mat.
And coming from Georgia, which is one of the top judo nations in the world. So he's a two-time medalist in Georgian championships, and having competed in European Cup tells you that he has represented Georgia internationally. So that is not a simple task. Like, right, you need to be on top level athlete, a judo athlete on that nation to get a chance to compete on the international circuit.
Right.
And as we all know how competitive world-class judo can be, having that opportunity and medal at a European Cup level tells you that he is at least an athlete with a big capital A.
Yeah, absolutely. Even getting the opportunity to represent your nation at the European Cup is incredible. You're incredible at judo in a nation known for being incredible at judo.
Exactly.
Fantastic. He's gonna have quite a fight on his hands tonight against a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist.
To the red corner, Riku Urholin.
Urholin makes the walk to a mixed martial arts cage for the first time. Not just as a professional, but also even as an amateur. He's never had an amateur fight. He's debuting in mixed martial arts as a sport here tonight. The only reason this was even allowed, to my understanding, is due to his incredible grappling and background.
Yes, in Finland, if you want to fight professional MMA without amateur experience, you need a special permission to do that. But as you look at the credentials here, no-gi European champion at brown belt, own weight and open weight. So absolute champion also. ADCC European medalist, very, very decorated, high-level black belt.
Absolutely. And to call him a BJJ specialist might even be an understatement. He is incredible in grappling. And you know, that background, those credentials in grappling, I imagine comes in handy when your older brother is none other than Jesse Urholin.
Yes, and I've talked with Jesse, who is a former contracted cage fighter and one of the top fighters in the nation at the moment. I've talked with Jesse, and he said, when Riku pushes you to the cage, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be a judo specialist, a grappling specialist, an MMA specialist. you will have your hands full with that cage pressure and the grappling chops, of course, of Riku Urholin.
Right. No surprises that there was an exception made by the commission for this, considering his grappling accolades. Very interesting to see him in the cage for the first time tonight.
Riku Urholin!
This fight is at a catch weight of 97 kilos, but for all intents and purposes, this is a heavyweight matchup. Here we have the tail of the tape, and you'll notice that there's a slight reach advantage and height advantage for Archil Gogolashvili. But other than that, mostly equal here across the board.
Fighting out of the blue corner, fighter with a professional record of no wins and 1 loss, weighing 95.8 kilos from Georgia, Archil Gogolashvili! Fighting out of the red corner in his pro debut, weighing 94.2 kilos, representing Porin Kamppailuurheilukeskus from Pori, Finland, Riku the Discipline Urholin!
Riku Urholin making his mixed martial arts debut. A little bit of, I can't tell if that's his sense of humor or if he's really amping himself up like that. Would not be surprised either way.
He said he will bring the discipline back to mixed martial arts. So I think he's serious here.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. If this were a battle of physiques, one might think that Archil Gogolashvili has an advantage. Luckily, it is not. It is one of strength, skill, and technique. Round 1 set to begin here at Cage 54. Riku Urholin, Archil Gogolashvili. Let's go. Oh, it looked like a right hand landed for Archil Gogolashvili.
And if you're Gogolashvili, in my opinion, you will want to keep the standing. Use the judo skills to force striking exchanges where Riku is not that comfortable, or at least not that experienced to anyone's knowledge.
Spinning back kick there to the stomach from Gogolashvili. That looked to be a well-placed calf kick from Urholin. Urholin perhaps a little bit awkward on the feet.
I'm surprised Riku has not tried to force any of the grappling exchanges yet. It might be that, like his brother in the beginning of his mixed martial arts career, they stood a little bit in the beginning of the rounds to get the feel for the striking, get some minutes in, not necessarily to strike at your own right, but just to stand there and get used to the pace, get used to the exchanges in MMA.
Right. And there was good fight IQ on display there. He did hit him with a short right hand. Takes one over the top, unfazed. One thing I've noticed that he does relatively well, though, is he does move away and maintain composure, even when those punches are coming at him from Gogolashvili.
And Gogolashvili forces the clinch. I think that's a bit of a surprise, at least for me. So, because I would not grapple with Riku Urholin. And don't be fooled by the physique that it looks. He is strong as a bull, and at least on the ground, whether bottom or top, he is very, very agile and fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I've watched a couple of his grappling matches before, and he does have just an uncanny swiftness. I am also surprised, though, by this clinching. Gogolashvili did appear to have a clear advantage out in the open, to my eye. Oh, but here in the clinch, that's a different story as Urholin cracks him. Oh, and he takes a hard right hand, and he is face down on the mat, and Gogolashvili just won't quit. If you want bad blood, that's a good way to get it.
Whoa, that silenced the crowd. What a counter shot by Archil Gogolasvili, and a few shots after.
Not the kind of display of sportsmanship you might want to see. But afterward, it looks like maybe perhaps just a bit worked up. It does happen from what I gather.
Yeah, definitely. At least he went to shake Rico's hand. They seem to be in good terms. Rico stood up right away, so apparently like no bigger harm done.
Yeah. Gogolasvili there shows that, hey, it's a different sport. There's definitely some grappling acumen there, but perhaps some improvements to the striking are merited.
And I was definitely surprised. Like I said, I think Rico wanted to stand a little bit to get the feel for it, but he didn't push the takedowns. He didn't want to use his strengths at all, because when you fight like a athletic guy like Gogolasvili, yeah, you are at a risk. When heavyweights start throwing strikes, you can definitely land a punch.
Absolutely, and there you see it. Brutal left hand starts it. He drops him. Those were absolutely unnecessary, though. You know, no excuse for that. It's clear at that point the fight is stopped, and yet he gets that last cheeky blow in.
Honestly, that is so late.
Yeah,
that is so late. Like,
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, after only 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the first round, referee Aaltonen has gone to stop this fight. Winner by KO, Archil Gogolasvili!
There you have it. Your winner by KO, Archil Gogolasvili. An embrace, a show of sportsmanship there. Good to see. Very narrowly wouldn't have gotten it. Now we go to Velkku for the interview.
Archil, congratulations. That was a great victory against a tough fighter. We saw some heavy striking there. What do you think about tonight's fight?
Tonight's fight? First of all, I want to say thank you, Finland. I love Finland, very good people. And I very appreciate it. You give me a chance to fight. It's a wonderful day. Thank you very much, everyone.
Archil Gogolasvili!
Archil Gogolasvili playing to the crowd here in Finland tonight. Probably not the best way to do it by taking a late shot at a hometown fighter, but understandable that sometimes there is what they call the heat of the moment.
You are about to experience the cage.